game. And then right before, we'll do one lap in one of the cars at the end.
Okay, great, yeah. And so here we're looking at the car action.
Yeah, so let's just go into one of the cars and take a look at one of the cars in the home space. So, Forza Motorsport 5 is probably the most ambitious thing that we've ever done as a studio. Obviously, racing games and launching platforms, they go hand in hand, right? I mean, we've seen platform launches have Project Gotham Racing, Ridge Racer, I mean, great games. But rarely do you see the flagship simulator showing up at the launch of a console. And so this is a great opportunity for us, but it's also a great opportunity for fans. You know, get in on Xbox One and have cutting-edge simulation, huge innovation in AI with Drivatar that's cloud-powered, our new graphics engine that just shows off every little detail of the car, and of course great multiplayer as well. So to deliver, you know, a Forza Motorsport, hundreds of cars, you know, every car has Auto Vista. Every car you can open up the door, get inside, really explore the car. Bringing all of that to bear at the launch of the console is incredibly difficult, incredibly ambitious, and honestly, I don't believe our team would have been capable of doing it 2 or 3 years ago. We had to grow our process and really work to do this accomplishment.
Yeah, it's stunning stuff right here, man. This is gorgeous stuff. It's just like if you were kicking back in your own garage and you just had your dream car of any choice, you just look down and be like, there you go.
And this car is a dream car among dream cars.
Right.
We actually sold a couple of these at E3, surprisingly. And they're all sold out now. McLaren has sold all the P1s.
Yeah.
But at E3 we had one at the stand, and I heard that 2 of them sold at the stand.
That's what I was wondering. You said sold, but that's amazing. So can we see the track? Can we go into it right now? Is that cool? Awesome.
Sure.
Yeah, but so you mean to tell me that somebody walked up at E3 and is like, that's the car, I want it right now. Who do I got to buy it from?
Yeah, I'm not going to out any
That's
names,
amazing.
but these are
That's
some
incredible.
people that we actually know from the industry that have done fairly well for themselves. And yeah, they see a car that looks like that, and they're just saying, I want to buy it.
There's not many of those cars in the world, right?
No. In fact, I think there's 250, something like that, total, that are ever going to be made of this car. And they're all sold already.
Wow.
But you're right. You know, this is really about building your dream garage and experiencing cars that you can't experience any other way. And that includes the physics. Something you were seeing in the home space was the play of light. And we're now thinking about light as part of our simulation. That we're actually simulating the lens flare. We're simulating the way light refracts and reflects inside of intricate paint jobs. So simulation is not just about the physics, it's about the look of the game. And one of the reasons we brought Laguna Seca, this is a track that, if you know racing games, you know Laguna Seca, and we brought it to Gamescom, we're bringing it here to PAX, so people can see what a difference a new graphics engine running at 1080p, 60 frames per second, that emphasizes that simulation of light, and also see what a new physics engine can actually do to the experience of racing.
Well, let's see it. I'm sold, man. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Look at that. Has it been fun changing it up and going into higher resolution and 60 frames? I mean, have you guys learned new tricks on the physics of all these things too?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, so have you learned new tricks of the trade, right? You guys have worked with the older engines before. Now you're doing something brand new, and you're learning new ways of bringing this narrative, this racing narrative, to life for the player.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, one of the things I love is just the way the light bounces around in the car, and that's part of that new graphics engine. But one of the big things we stressed in this version was physics. And honestly, artificial intelligence, too. You'll see the way the cars are driving. They don't stick to the line. They kind of move around a lot. And if there were more cars in view, Brian's a pretty fast driver, so he's actually going by some of these guys. You'd see the AI actually doing very human, very natural things. But in the physics, you know, Forza has always been known for pushing tire technology, pushing physics. The things we're doing in Forza Motorsport 5 simply weren't possible on last generation hardware. We couldn't have done it on the 360. We didn't do it on Forza Motorsport 4. And it's not just the power, it's the approach. We have an all-new way we're approaching physics using a new partnership with Calspan that brings the tires to life. we're simulating the interactivity of these variables in a way that's never been done in a game. Because honestly, nobody had done the research yet to learn it, to figure it out.
Okay, so you guys were pioneering there as well. It's so hard. I know you've been looking at this for a little while, but my eyeballs are brand new to this. This is gorgeous. It's so beautiful. What a great job. All right. I just can't take my eyes off it. You guys have brought it to life. My dad always wanted to be a race car driver, and now it looks like he can finally do it. Kind of. Almost.
Almost.
Almost. And you even got the bug splatter on there.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't want to do that to that car in real life.
Well, luckily it was a clean race. We have damage as well, so running that car into another one, you'd see a lot of damage. Right. Really taking that car over.
Right. Well, is there anything you want to share with us before we say our goodbyes and thank yous?
Honestly, this is just, as I mentioned, a tremendous opportunity for the team, for the franchise, to be at the launch of Xbox One, and it's just a great time to be working in games. The launch of a platform, both platforms, I'm excited as a gamer to be able to play these next-generation games that are utilizing all this power, and to be part of the group of all the developers that are defining what next-gen is about. It's not just about poly count and texture resolution. It's about innovation such as simulating light and things in physics with AI that's cloud-powered. The things that we're doing here are just the cutting edge, but also the kind of the vanguard of what's to come this next generation. And so as a gamer, as a fan, like everybody else, I'm hugely excited for what this year is going to bring everybody.
Awesome. Well, perfectly said. Thank you so much for coming out here, and we'll be back here with more live coverage at PAX 2013.